tonight's press, and I'm here with part of Set It Off.
Yes.
So, you guys can introduce yourself and what you do in the band.
My name is Cody. I sing and Set It Off.
My name is Austin. I play bass and Set It Off.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are coming up on the last few dates of the reunion tour.
Yeah.
Yes.
How has it been so far?
The response to this tour has been absolutely overwhelming. We've had many sold-out dates on the show, including the one today in Vienna, Virginia, sold out. We have one coming up in Connecticut, New York, looking like it might as well. The crowd response has been really cool because it's as much as all the bands are really similar as far as sound goes, also they have their own very unique thing. Right after us is William Beckett, he's solo, he's acoustic, and it's just kind of cool to see how open everyone is to the different styles. It seems like everyone is at the show for every band.
Alright, so do you have any plans for after this tour that you can share with us?
Yes, definitely. Actually, as soon as we are done with this tour, we start making our way over to Los Angeles, and we are going to begin recording our sophomore album with John Feldman. So we're really excited about that. He's recently worked with Panic at the Disco, The Used, 5 Seconds of Summer. He just did some work with. So we're really pumped. We've been writing a lot. I have about 35 demos going in, so we're really excited to see the end product. And then hoping to continue touring this summer.
Alright, you kind of answered my next question. You guys recently announced that you were working with John Feldman.
Yes.
Yep.
So how did you guys go about getting that arranged?
Well, actually, the way that worked out was in April or so, we went over to Los Angeles and I did a co-writing session with John, and we really hit it off with him. Really had a strong connection and wrote an entire song in one day, and we're really excited with how it sounded. And so we've always had this. We've always wanted to work with John because we've always been fans of his work, and we knew his mix of theatrics and sounds and energy would be really beneficial to our theatrics. So we've always been really excited at the prospect of it. So when we told him that was an interest of ours, and he came back really interested and really excited and fought to work with us. So that was really nice. It was really exciting.
So you guys are basically notorious for never putting out the same album, so it's all of them would sound different from Baby on Triplicata, Storm. So do you have an idea for the sound you're aiming for the new album?
It's not so much hey, I want to write this style, because that is part of it as well. But naturally, as when you write, your sound progresses over the years. And it's been 2 years since we went into cinematics, and so probably about 4 years since I started writing for cinematics. So naturally, over that amount of time, my writing style has changed. And I've always been a pop geek, and I've listened to a lot of my influences have come from what I listened to growing up, and Destiny's Child, Justin Timberlake. But I also like darker stuff like My Chem or Man of Mint or The Used and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to predict what happens because it's just all of our eclectic interests are starting to pour into this melting pot, and I'm excited and nervous to say that I can't pinpoint exactly what it's going to sound like. It's just going to be genuine. That's what I think is the most important thing.
Right. Are there any musicians that you would like to collaborate with either on the new album or in the future?
Ooh, yeah.
I feel like we really wanted to do something with a rap artist, a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
We feel like Travis Gambino on a song, or someone in that gambit would be really awesome.
We listen to pretty much everything, and I know since day one I've always wanted to work. This is going to be down the line, but doing a song with Kanye.
Dude, that'd be so
It would be incredible. And I don't know what it would sound like at all, or what we'd be like then or anything, but it'd be really exciting just to have his mind on a song. Cool.
It'd be a really intense song.
Yeah.
Are there any songs that you enjoy playing live that for one reason or another never make it on your set list?
Well, for this tour, we had This Christmas I'll Burn to the Ground. That song was so much fun to play, but we just kind of figured that it not being a Christmas tour, we couldn't really play it, but that was an awesome song to play live, so I never miss it.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs to play live is I'll Sleep When I'm Dead, and it's not on the set list for this show only because we're doing something very different with our set. We decided to almost create, instead of because every time you go on tour, it's alright, here's 67 songs, thank you, we're set it off, goodbye. And we wanted to do something new, so we kind of organized the songs into a storyline, and in between each song, I do a monologue to further the story, and it's become a musical, basically. It's a musical set. And I'll Sleep When I'm Dead, the subject of insomnia didn't make sense within the story that we were creating, so it didn't fit within the set. But we have an on-retainer for encores when we're not in a supporting role. Like if we're going back home doing some headlining sets, and we have all the songs that we want to play that we weren't able to. But yeah, so that's why that didn't happen.
I've seen their story throughout their set in Philly, and it is fantastic. If you don't come to this tour, you are missing out.
Yes.
Are there any aspects of a live show that you'd like to change, or are there elements you'd like to add?
Of our live show currently, or like on this tour, or in general? Oh man, the one thing I've always wanted to do is add more production. Like you see videos of Miley Cyrus's tour, and she's sliding out of her own head on a slide that is the shape of her tongue, and that is her tongue. Like stuff like that you're basically turning the stage into a jungle gym, and you're just having fun. Like whenever I get to a show, I look at I kind of look around at what I can climb on or what I can mess with, and I would like to have our own little toys on stage to kind of further the experience. Like you're paying money to come to a show, we want to entertain you in the most ridiculously crazy fun way possible. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Like, I think it'd be really cool to have more things to jump off of on stage. You know, I've been playing around with once we do headliner or play some bigger stages, putting my bass cap on the side so I can jump off of it onto other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, climbing is really fun.
Yeah. We're still kids.
Okay, so we have some fan-submitted questions we asked a bunch of people on Twitter. So at @VRSetItAlive wants to know if you have any pre-show rituals or how you warm up before a show.
Ooh, we do.
There's answers to both of those. The way I'll start with warm up. The way I warm up is I have these assortments of scales and exercises that I have been given by my vocal coach Ron Anderson, and so I do those. It's about 30 minutes before we go on. And by the pre-show ritual, we have since show number 1, I think we've only missed one show where we didn't do this and the show went terribly, so we've never missed it. We were all huge fans of Dragon Ball Z growing up, so there's this move that's the most well-known move throughout the entire show. Basically, Dragon Ball Z, if you don't know, is this Japanese anime cartoon show about people with superhuman powers that have yeah, we're total nerds. But there's this thing called the Kamehameha wave, and so you bring your hands forward, you go Kamehameha,
and we power blast.
Exactly.
That comes out and just obliterates things.
We get in a circle before the show's on, and we do it to each other, and then we chant. For some reason, we do this weird move like this.
Well, that was a more recent addition. It's been the Kamehameha wave forever.
Yeah.
And then as of maybe 2 tours ago or something. I don't know when it started.
It was recent. It might have been on Warped Tour that started actually.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think it was. But yeah, we do Ain't No Party, a set-it-off party. The set-it-off party is the best. Whatever you say, you have to say, it's the best.
Even because it started this inside joke where we would sing it, in many different genres and styles. Ain't no party like a set-it-off party, cause a set-it-off party is the best. It was imagine some really fat hip-hop dude comes out of nowhere and interrupts, it's the best. That's how we entertain ourselves in the band. We come up with ridiculous scenarios.
Chloe from Nelia wants to know if you guys are seriously considering doing another pie eating contest.
No, never, no, never again. Unless they're thawed, maybe. Frozen pies can go ahead and go kick. I hate them.
They're frozen. What?
Well, okay, right.
You have 2 options. You can either have a boring, just pumpkin pie that doesn't have anything interesting in it,
or you can go to
the deli section and get a turtle pie, or get something that has made of Oreos and mint and some cool stuff. Cool pie.
If you want to know the reason why, we were at our practice place and we decided we're going to do it, and I believe Max was there. We just couldn't announce him in the band yet. He was currently rehearsing with us, so it was kind of funny. So Max, fun fact, Max is behind the camera. He's there watching this go down. And we went to the nearest grocery store, and all they had was pumpkin pie, and I don't think anyone wanted just not chug, but devour a pumpkin pie. I'm just the texture. I feel like I couldn't do that. I wanted something that I would love, so we went to the frozen pie section. We figured that by the time we got back, we would be totally ready to go.
I don't think we put any thought to it at all.
No, we just grabbed the nearest pie.
We were saying, pies, okay, we can eat this.
And then we brought it back, and we just went at it. And there was no microwave where we were, so we couldn't or oven, so we were just literally you got what you paid for. That was it.
Yeah.
You should have gone with cake. Probably would have worked.
Yeah, I don't know, pie eating just rang better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pie eating contest.
That's true.
cake eating. See, it's a tongue twister. Can't do it.
Cake
eating contest.
Cake eating contest.
Yeah, he said cake eating contest.
Whoops, internet. Whoops.
That was perfect.
That was great.
Oh god, that's so funny.
That was the best. I swear to God.
Freudian slip.
Here we go.
Mr. Owl ate my worm. Wants to know.
Poor guy. Oh my god.
Wants to know if there are any characters from TV shows you grew up watching that you found yourself imitating or that you were influenced by.
Yeah. I was heavily influenced by Jim from The Office. But that was in like college and high school. Like, I just thought he was such a cool guy. I was like, I want to be a prankster and be funny. And I was just like, I just really enjoyed him. But as far as cartoons go, when I was a little kid and I would watch the Power Rangers, I would be on my bed in my jammies, jumping up and down and fighting along with them. Like I would pretend like I was fighting the bad guys while it was going on. So that was, I loved the White Ranger, Green Ranger, and the Red Ranger were my absolute favorites.
Yeah, so growing up, I was a really big fan of Superman, and I like Superman because he, he has a lot of powers, but like the biggest thing is like someone who has that much power and that much ability and chooses to like only do good with it, to not like, go around the rules, not use it to better his life, like still like just has a mediocre career and like only goes off of what normal humans can, even though he like has all these abilities and could make his life so easy. And so I've always like tried to keep that in mind of like just trying to be like the best person you could possibly be and like not go into temptation, like always try to make everyone's lives around you like as better and just kind of roll the by.
No.
I like that. Alright, so we have another one from We Are Setting Alive. Wants to know why Cody's eyebrows change every time his hairstyle does.
I've actually never been asked that. I don't think my eyebrows change, do they?
I think they've been the same.
Yeah, I've never dyed them or gotten an eyebrow cut. I do wax them. I do make sure that they're maintained.
But you've been getting the same type of waxing.
Yeah, exactly.
I got them changed.
That's attention to detail right there. They are changing because I don't even know that.
I mean, it might just be the people who wax your eyebrows sometimes do it slightly different.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like attention to detail. Holy shit.
Right? Like,
that's funny.
I don't even notice.
I'm gonna start taking like before and after pictures.
We're gonna look through all the pictures of last year.
Yeah.
So it's Becca wants to know who each of your favorite bands are.
I have to pick a few because it's hard to pick just one. Fall Out Boy for sure. I grew up listening to them, and they always kill it. They write very smart. And a band called Five Iron Frenzy. It's a favorite ska band of all time. I grew up listening to ska and they're incredible. They have a new record out, so check that out. It's on Spotify and iTunes. and then probably My Chemical Romance. There's so many. I keep going, but I'm gonna stop there.
I usually do it by genre. So acoustic wise, Kevin Devine, indie rock, brand new, pop rock, Fall Out Boy, and then hip hop, Charles Gambino.
Nice.
Boom.
Alright, we got one more.
Alright.
And since this interview is for Midnight's Press, we like to ask fans if they've ever heard like a weird or unusual rumor about themselves. It doesn't have to be anything like reputation destroying or super embarrassing.
Oh no, we don't care.
Yeah, we ain't got no nerves. I remember one time there was a rumor about Set It Off that I think one of us had like
AIDS.
Yeah,
I was going to say the same thing.
I wasn't sure if it was cancer or AIDS.
No,
it was AIDS. Yeah, one of us apparently had AIDS. It was like a 3 years ago rumor. That was pretty interesting. Yeah. Oh, also one time I came home and like went to a local show. Just like, I'm into like local show in a while. Went there and someone was like, "Yeah, isn't your band in like crippling debt? Aren't you gonna have to break up like tomorrow?" No.
Yeah.
I opened my wallet like no.
Yeah. But so AIDS and that we're in debt.
Yeah.
I actually heard one. This guy tried to say you guys were breaking up.
There's another one.
I heard from a female friend of mine who's attractive was like she was like posted something about like, oh yeah, I just saw my friend Set It Off. I was like, oh. And someone commented on that being like, yeah, I used to be their guitar tech. That's how I met All Time Low.
No.
We never had a guitar tech. We don't even know all tempo. What?
I love it. Oh, can I tell a quick story? Speaking of guitar
Please
techs
do.
and guitar techs that haven't worked for us, this is so funny to me. All right, there was this one show where we were playing in San Diego, and this guy walks up to me and goes, he's like, "Hey man, so stoked to hop on the tour," or like something along those lines. I was like, "Cool, dude. Who you running with?" He was like, "You guys." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I talked to Dan last night. I'm a guitar tech. I work for these, and named all these bands this, which would be an impressive resume if it was true, which I'm betting it's not." And he's like, "Yeah, I talked to Dan. He said I'd be cool to ride with you guys for a few days in guitar tech for you." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "I want to make sure we talk to everybody." So when I talked to Dan, I was like, "Dan, you know that guy?" Dan's like, "I've never seen that man before in my life." So that was another hilarious situation. So we had to have Andrew, our tour manager, come up to him and just be like, "Hey, no one told you could work for us. You can't just come up and say you're working for us and then you work for us." So that was one of the most awkward situations I've ever seen, but it was hilarious.
That just sounds uncomfortable.
It was. I stayed far away.
Like, how did he react to that?
He was like, "Oh, okay." And then just walked through the hallway that's like in between where you put all your equipment, and we never saw him again.
Yeah, I don't think he ever went to the show. He's
Probably not even. He's probably a ghost.
probably a ghost. Shared hallucination.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you sure you didn't, hallucinate him?
We shouldn't eat those berries we found.
Yeah, we all ate a bunch of berries and just started. It was a wild night. It was.
All right, well, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to
my pleasure.
this interview.
Not a problem.
If you guys want to check out more of Set It Off, we're going to have links in the description box below. And you can check out more from the Roommates Press, also in the description box below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.